Yeah.
I think James might.
Yes, good evening all. It's GunSlingerz. And you know what? Vlahovic deal's done. And you know what? Here on the Armoury TV, we're going to come back for you. We're going to give you a little therapy session because you know what? Everyone's going absolutely nuts about Arsenal not doing this, not doing that. But here on the Armoury, we be like,
you got to chill.
Oh yeah, that's us. That's us. Let's go! Armoury TV, Arsenal, come on you Gunners. We got this. People. What's up, King?
What is something wrong with my sound, or I don't know, man.
Oh man, listen, I had to switch it up like that because you know what? I've been going nuts, man. I thought this was going to be a good week for us Arsenal fans, right? But at the moment, it looks like it's same old Arsenal. Guys, please like, share, subscribe. Let me introduce my wicked and honourable panel. Gunner King, how you doing, sir? What's happening, Brain? How you been?
Yeah, man, all good. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah. He's a little bit delayed, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all nice, all nice.
That should be better.
Because I know.
Yeah, all good, man.
Good stuff. James, what's happening, man? You've been filling our WhatsApp group with so much spiel, man. I know you might be a little bit more happier tonight with a little bit of news that might be breaking.
Yeah, bro. No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm relaxed. Ask me this question in about 6 days. I might be a bit pissed off, but right now we're chilling. We still have time, so we're good.
You know, we just need to do something, man. Do something for God's sake. Niger Englishman, well, go on. Listen, I know it's not been the most auspicious week for you. Nigeria out. AFCON.
There's no more AFCON for me, bro. I couldn't tell you anything.
You just
now. I couldn't tell you what's going on there, bro.
No more AFCON for the both of us. You know what happened? The day we lost to Liverpool was the day Sierra Leone got knocked out. On my life. Like January has just been a month to forget when it comes to
100%.
100%.
Been an absolute write-off. Car crash.
February needs to start flipping heck. So Nigel, how you been, man? I've been all right. Football-wise, I've been terrible, but in life, I've been good, man. So hopefully, this will be a nice little therapy session. I can get at James with some of his crazy claims throughout the transfer window being open. So let's get. Yeah, you know what? With no further ado, let's get at James with his out.
Hey, bruv, I see his phone. He's already clipped it and shipped everything. He's got the ammo, bruv. I saw that.
All the receipts, bro. All the receipts.
But listen, so the Vlahovic ship or trainer departed. It's gone. He's going to Juve, by all intents and purposes. I think that's pretty much all done, unless some major, I don't know, U-turn happens. That look, Vlahovic's done. Where do we go from here? Same old Arsenal, is it? I mean, listen, with this deal,
probably.
No.
You're shaking your head there, King. Is it not a case of same old Arsenal? Listen, we know that we need a midfielder and a striker this transfer window. At this, well, to date, with 6 days left of the transfer window to go, we have neither. Indeed. And my man's gone to the States to have a little knees up with the owners.
Oh no, that will be to set them straight, to tell them, look.
Yeah, right.
You can have that over Zoom.
And the guy secure his freaking contract, bro. What are you talking about?
This ain't how Americans do business, bro. Like certain things they want to do face to face, in person. Man's gonna be talking about I need this money to go get do these transfers. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that's not no Zoom call thing, man. Like, and that as well. That was to show the fans and the public that look, that rather than it's going to be a little Josh thing, man's going to stand. Do you know what I mean? Going to his world. he's
bypassed Josh. He's gone step.
Forget the side, man.
Forget Josh.
Nah, but bro,
stay away,
really
Josh.
Happened.
I'm speaking to your pops now.
This is what really happened. They're like, you know what? We're not we're gonna only give you loans this January, yeah. So man, I'll fly you out, PJ. Get me? Come through, and we'll negotiate your new contract. Don't worry, we'll pattern you up in July, summer, and all that. But we're not giving you nothing for this January. Now loans, and that's it. And hopefully a great scoring run from Nketiah. Tuesday, Pepe's coming back from Nations Cup refreshed. That's all they're going to sign 2 players, bro. I don't doubt we're signing 2 players, but one of them is going to be Arta, and the other one's going to be some Spanish guy on loan from La Liga.
Hey, bro, we might need to hurry up. Newcastle just submitted 40 mil for Bruno Guimaraes.
You're lying, bro. Anyhow, he goes there.
Do you know what they're doing? Have you noticed every player we're linked to, they're just making a bid for?
Do you know what the thing is, though?
Money talks, though.
Yeah,
and you know his agent is Kia Jarapkin or whatever. He likes the peas, bro. So
I'm telling you, he's not going.
He does a lot of business with Edu, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Kia. So look. Okay, let's try and make some sense of this right now. So King, you're saying you're unequivocal in your stance where you're saying that we will sign 2 players.
150 fucking %. My bad. Excuse my French, yeah. But
look,
no. At the end of the day,
say it with your chest.
Let's just take a sum of what's happened here. So we've made a 90 million pound bid. So it's like 60 with add-ons. I think like nearly 20 million in add-ons. We've made that bid for a striker, for that striker to go to another club. What are we going to do now? Just put the money back in our pocket? No. That's just what do you know what I mean? Like that doesn't make any sense.
But here's the question. I'm going to come to I'm going to come to Nigel with this one, right? So as King says, we've put the bid in for this player, right? Mm-hmm. And you remember, as transfers today go, King, I know on yesterday's Transfer Daily, we spoke about how transfers are actually done, where the club or whoever we speak to the player's agent, to feel whether or not the guy even wants to come to the club, and then you talk to the actual club, to actually agree a fee. Now, with that being said, I don't believe. I mean, you can tell me, Niger, if I'm wrong, or James or Gunner King. It doesn't seem like that kind of due diligence was done with this particular transfer.
It would have been done, bro.
It would have been done. This is what I would say.
The guys said straight, right from the start, my preference is to stay in Italy, but I will not close the door to moving to England if there is no interest from the clubs in Italy that I want to go to, which was Inter Milan or Juventus, So the whole drawing out of the transfer was to wait for them to obviously play their hand.
So Vlahovic played us?
Not really.
Niger? James?
Look, this is what I'll say to you, bro. I don't know about you guys, because maybe you watch Sky Sports News more than me. But the only time I believe anything is when I see Arsenal make so-and-so bid amount for Vlahovic. Did anyone see that all month? This month?
Yeah.
Did anyone see that?
Confirmed. We had a bid confirmed.
No.
Not on Sky Sports, bro.
Yes.
Okay, then I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro.
Sky Sports, bro.
Numerous sources, even Romano reported that we made a bid.
Bro, I'm telling you what I'm telling you. Whenever it's on that yellow bar, it's official to me. Other than that, I don't want to hear it, bro. I hear so many transfer windows go by that we made this, someone made this bid and that bid. Official bid. Where's the official bid? You can't even tell me the amount. He can't tell me the amount. Some people saying it's with Torreira. Some people saying it's 90 million. Like, bro, I don't believe it. And I believe it was a waste of time in the first place. Anyway, just like the Locatelli thing. We need to stop allowing these players to take the piss out of our club, devaluing our club by doing this. How do we wait till the end of the window to then start looking for plan B when this guy done showed us he's not coming?
We wouldn't have only started looking at plan B. No, that's not how it works. Right. So what we would have done is sat down and said, these are 5 or 6 strikers. This is the first one.
5 or 6.
But in the beginning, we would have spoken to every single one of them right at the beginning, yeah. And just told them straight, yeah, this is what's happening. We are
there, Were you there, yeah?
But you don't just try and get one player, then move to the next. No, at once, en masse, you speak to all of them, yeah? You see what you need to do to get them, and then you say, we'll come back to you. But then the number one guy, you're like, right, we're the one, you're the one that we want, yeah? These other ones, these ducks in a row are lined up, yeah? So they're lined up. Just because you're not hearing and seeing as much talk because everyone's talking about the main guy doesn't mean that there's no coleslaw or whatever on the side.
Well, look at DCL on the side, yeah.
It's still on the plate, man.
Bro, like, respect DCL. DCL's good, bro.
And I know it's good.
Talk to me. How do you think this transfer chase has gone on? And do you think it's really messed up our plans?
I don't know if it's messed up plans. Like, it's not FIFA. You don't just be like, right, okay, here's a number one target. We're only going to talk to Vlahovic. Like, do you really think that's all Edu has been doing this window? Like, that's not how it works. Like, so that, like, in retrospect, like, maybe, as Kunle said, we should have stopped going after him after a certain period of time. Maybe it went on for too long. Fine, I can accept that. But I'm willing to throw our hat in the ring for these types of players and maybe get burnt a couple of times and land one, because this is what we need to be doing, right? We've played safe with transfers for the past like 4 or 5 years, and we're not going for the players that are going to take us from where we are. We complain, we're not Champions League, we're not fighting for titles, and then when we go for players that can potentially elevate us to that level and we don't get them, then Arsenal fans say, why did we go for him? He's never going to join the club. Yada yada yada. Right?
James,
at the end of the day, we need to be in the ring.
James, on that point,
finish, man. Don't railroad it.
It's all good. It's all good.
The King's really saying that. This is coming from you.
Don't railroad that.
Whoa, time. James,
I don't want to forget the point. So just try to remember what you're saying beyond that.
Yeah.
But I'm not upset at the fact that we're bidding for guys like Vlahovic. I'm upset at like when they've showed us their lack of intention or lack of belief in our project. Move on. Like keep bidding for players like this for sure. I'm excited about this, but once they disrespect or show, you know what, I'm not really into your project. Like, especially from what the manager told us, if there's no player that I'm going to convince to come to Arsenal, but yet we're twerking all the way to the end of January to sign Vlahovic, who's been saying that I don't believe in you lot's project.
Yeah, but has he said it though? Has he said it? He hasn't openly said this.
Okay, so
right? Maybe you can go and say, look, no answer is an answer. That's fine. But we're looking at the perspective as we're fans of our club, and if someone doesn't answer us, we feel like we have some sort of entitlement that they should respond to us because we're Arsenal, right? For me, if he doesn't answer, that's not really a no, a definitive no. And as King said, his first choice, we knew this, was Juventus. Like, we knew that he always wanted to go to Juve.
It was.
We just didn't think. Let's be honest, right? I don't know what corrupt shit is going on there. I don't know how they're affording this. But bro, when you look at that, minus 200 the season before, minus 100 euros this season, have to pay Chiesa and Locatelli, and now they're finding 70M for
they got
Vlahovic.
105 million loan or something.
Yeah, whatever they're doing, you do you, bro. But
they're pretty much
man,
state only.
I don't mind
by
it.
fiat or something like that. Or whatever. I
don't know. Maybe
people in the comments here on my TikTok live are saying it's a mafia
or something.
Yeah. Listen, the Serb and the Italian mafia have obviously struck some kind of deal together, man. But look, listen,
I think the anticipation was there, though, to follow on with what James was saying, right? The anticipation was there that Juve wouldn't have the money and that he wouldn't sweat it out until the end of January. He would want to move in January.
I guess, yeah. So I guess Arsenal were probably hoping on the pressure from Fiorentina wanting the money early would be enough without Juve entering the frame. I guess.
Because then what happens here is the club will turn around and say to him, look, we've had this very lucrative offer accepted, which they did as well. The club did do this. They're like, look, we've accepted the offer from Arsenal because it's good for the club. Yeah. So then the club's on your side. They're massaging the thing as well because they're saying, look, come on, man. Like, this is like going to ensure that Fiorentina aren't exactly like on the breadline or anything, but 80, 90 million for them is huge. Like they reinvest that. They've already got Piatek on loan now as a replacement striker. So, I think what Arsenal anticipated is that all of that would align to then the player being like, well, you know what? If they're saying they've accepted the bid, that translates to they can't really want me that much. And then I look at the offer, and at that, and they only anticipated our offer being there. But then Juve, even Inter turned up their nose at it. But Juve managed to
pull something out.
This is the thing,
guys. Just before we crack on, I just want to get through some of the comments that have come in because it's a bit
lively, boy.
So no, hold your horses.
I'm saying comments are lively, bro.
Yeah. Let's get to Mr. Silver Fox. How you doing? So from your stint back from the US of A, how was New York, man? I have an idea what you's cracking up at. Thank you. I think that may have been the intro. Okay. SKTV Canada. Yeah, man. Listen, end of the road. Damn right. Today was the end of the road for that Vlahovic transfer. Done. Canada FC, well gone, fellas. Well gone, Canada FC. Hope you're well, man. It's true. SKTV, what a tune, though. 100. Big up the panel. Big up yourself, SK. Yeah, big dogs vibes and chill, lads. Love that. And this is for your DCL comment, wasn't it? James DeJourno. Flipping it.
Maybe. I don't know. Nah. Relax. DCL's good, man. Trust. No, you make guys don't. None of you man rate him. He's good, bro. For 50M,
I'm struggling. Good. I'm struggling to get excited by that one. But look,
trust.
You know what? I was struggling. I'll be fair. I put my hands up and everything. I was struggling to get excited about Aaron Ramsdale. How I've eaten my words with that one. You never know. Yeah, listen.
You're welcome. Look, trust me. I know what I'm talking about, bro. I'm a good goalie and I can spot talent, all right?
I'm telling you, it's like it's clear.
Guna Gamza, man. It's a shame you're not on tonight. You were supposed to be on, but we understand how things pan out. Evening, run, brothers. Evening, bro. I hope you're good. Big Dogs, deadline day, 23:47 p.m. Oh my God. He's come back from the breadline, innit? Flipping it, man. Flipping it. Yes, DWTT, good evening, Canada's Gunner King, Nigel and James. What if transfer business is done?
Nothing at the moment.
It's not done.
Listen, do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if our transfer business is done.
Right now, it's not done. We're not closing this window, not signing any players. Tony, clip this, write it down, quote me. We are signing at least 2 players.
And just so you know, Ghana doesn't mean another Kim Kallstrom. That doesn't qualify as a signing, you lot. So, boy, anything like that. Because we signed someone that window. There was a dead guy who was injured.
That was a joke.
I'm not debating that we're going to sign anyone. Hey. I just don't know.
Newcastle have accepted the bid, by the way. That's what I'm saying.
For who? For what?
For Bruno G.
Leon have accepted the bid for Newcastle.
Newcastle accepted.
Leon accepted Newcastle's bid of 40M.
Oh my God.
So now we know all we need to do is pay 40 million.
He also said relax. He also said the guy that broke the news said we're in the race for him, so it's fine. Fingers crossed. I hope.
All right.
Otherwise,
Arsenal signed Gonosaurus on payment buy play
I
deal.
swear Ozil's still playing his salary.
Well, is there an option for another year?
Option for another year if all parties are agreed. Flipping heck. Solo, how you doing, bro? Big up yourself, man. Big up, gentlemen.
Don't these United lot start.
And, two players, King. He's asking. Players. Big Dogs is asking. Two players.
Midfielder and a striker. Quote you
right. And a goalie.
Amen.
And a goalie. Oh yeah, because Leno could be going still, right?
Leno's in the bin. The American goalie.
DWTT, Arsenal, Newcastle versus Arsenal. We can't lose Bruno Tuna. Listen, if we
No, just call it a day, bro. Just call it a day then, man.
It's fine. Look, I ain't going there.
Oh my god. That would be ultimate disrespect.
You see the Bruno thing, yeah? The thing that annoys me, the fact that Leon has accepted the bid just shows me that all we need to do is bid for my guy. Do you get what I'm saying? Because Jirapkin is going to saw that contract up real quick. We just need to get a bid that they can accept. Just get it done.
So are you free on the same mind saying if we don't go in for him, knowing how much we have to bid, that's a failure on Arsenal's part?
Yeah, 100%.
Big fact.
No, I mean, if they get Melo, then at least they can say, well, this was the midfielder we actually wanted. Yeah.
Nah,
however, Gamirez is
what we need.
More proven and has been playing more regularly recently, albeit at Lyon, a smaller club than Juventus. And I think in terms of like the profile, what we need in midfield relative to what Melo brings us, it's probably more suited. I think the 40 million is there.
That's a bargain, bro. It's 40 million euros, by the way.
So then you would say 40 million euros with
33
let's say
pounds for the
40 million euros for Guimaraes and bring in the guy from Real Madrid on loan. Would you
potentially?
You mean the guy from
Jovic?
Oh, Jovic. Yeah. Look, I would do that.
Bruno and Jovic on loan. I would love that transfer window. What
would you mark that out of 10 then, Nigerian?
That's a 7.
James? If we those two players.
I don't know. It's difficult because you've gone from me missing our number one target as a striker to getting my preferred number one target as a midfielder. So it's like 8, I'd say.
Okay. King, how would you rate that if those were the two players that we ended up with come next Monday, sorry.
Jovic and Gamirez, I'd rate that as an 8.5.
Okay.
Okay, listen, you know why I wouldn't go as far as
Tony's talking about, by the way, in the group chat earlier.
Tony's bugging.
Tony was looking for a response. Don't watch Tony.
You don't watch the Bundesliga.
Hey, it's fine. It's fine. Tony brought the waffles back from him from New York. That's all I'm saying.
I hope you're watching, Tony. Yeah,
I dare. Good thumbs up. I'm mad. I'm not on the stream. We're mad too, bro. Because it would have been good to have you on. But hey, I remember this energy when we didn't get Buendia. Patience, my people. Yeah.
That was right at the beginning of the summer window with many weeks to get it right. And I'm
very
the least
different.
Panicky person on this stream, but I can't speak for these guys over here. But
I'm not panicking because I know my club, innit?
We got 6 days.
Yeah, it's true, boy. You know what though? You know what I say? It's the hope that kills you. That's the thing.
No, but that's why Cannons. That's why you see my stance in the group, innit? I'm not about the hope. I've lost hope from 5 years ago. They did it to me one too many times, innit? So I just go on confirmations. If you got breaking news, Arsenal signed, boom. I don't want to hear any links.
I don't care what kind of. I don't care. You can talk that on the stream. You can talk that on the stream. But I know you're looking at your phone, looking at. Are we signing anyone?
Bro, you know what? I don't have to. Because James and all the group chats are throwing throwing messages in the WhatsApp group, so I don't need to look at anywhere.
Bro, I don't have the conversation with it. Everyone else talked about other stuff, and I'm just throwing random players up. Oh, we're signing this person. Yeah, randomly.
Not following any conversation whatsoever. Just whoop, we're signing him. Whoop,
yeah, bro, got to keep you entertained somehow. I don't know.
100%.
Yeah, really trust a professional burger flipper to do that. That's obviously. Oh, damn. Brilliant. So look, Arsenal won't sign anyone in this January transfer window. They will wait till the summer, which will make more sense. I mean, this is coming from
what these United Dons talking about. Bro.
Yeah,
don't focus on your defensive.
I think he hopes
they're not signing any players this January, and it will be worse for them to.
Actually, what's his name? Martial's just gone Sevilla, hasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, he does.
Would you have taken him on loan?
No. Hell no. He doesn't like. The thing is, look, Man United have a different form of a counter-pressing system, and he didn't suit theirs.
Man United have no system as far as I'm concerned, bro. That's why Sancho is.
From time you can make Jadon Sancho look like what's his name, James, who they sold to Leeds, then there's a problem. So yeah, they've killed Sancho, absolutely killed him. Mr. Silver Fox, the king of wishful thinking. Oh, he's coming back to you, mate. He's coming back to you.
Just tell him to bear that in mind, yeah, when Jovic comes and scores a hat-trick on his debut, yeah?
The thing I would say with like a player like a Martial and a Jovic, first of all, Martial, I don't think he's a bad player. There's definitely a great player in there somewhere. I just don't know who's the manager that's going to unlock it again, because he's got a lot of potential. Jovic as well, he's a class striker too, but he just needs the right manager to have his arm around him and unlock it, man. Real Madrid didn't sign him for no reason. Man, you didn't pay 20-odd million for a teenager for no reason, bro. He's a player, but I don't know about in terms of Arteta. When it comes to actually developing a player, I don't 100% trust him.
Apparently he was credited with improving Sterling.
Sterling plays for Man City, bro, not for Arsenal. So I don't know, innit? I don't know, bro. Because I guess you could argue he's got ESR better, but when it comes to the Halem boys, I'm like, that trajectory is like, it's just the trajectory of a young player who's hungry to play football. I don't know, man. I'd like to see maybe one of his signings come in, or there's a player that was already at the club who now was average and now world class. I've not seen enough of that from him yet. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm still Arteta in. Ask me again in May, though. But
that's that disclaimer in there.
Yeah. Listen, I think he's got a huge 6 days coming up. I'm just going to rattle through some of these comments, and then we're going to get back to actually the discussion at hand. DWTT, any reports on where Edu is? Grills and jet skis are all rented out in the south of Spain. I heard they're all rented out in Florida. Wherever, I think they're in the States, aren't they? Who knows? Let's see what goes on. Gums out. Why do we look at things so negatively? Just because he went to Juventus doesn't mean he was never in the running. We was never in the running. Yeah. Hey.
Look, it's quite clear.
When you come second, you're the first loser.
Yeah. But the thing is, look, in terms of what happened was, like, personal terms were agreed. Everything was agreed in principle.
With who?
With the player, with the agent.
Personal terms were agreed.
Yeah, it was all right. So this is what I'm trying to say.
Where are you getting this info?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
Seriously, red tab on.
What happened was we agreed in principle. Yeah, this is like what you would be paid. This is like everything was agreed. Yeah, but
what was that figure?
It was 300 grand a week. Yeah, after tax, it was like 161,000. Yeah.
It was a huge contract from what I read.
Contract, bro.
Way more than what he's worth.
But anyway, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, all of that side of it, like the money that he would want, the signing on bonus, the agent fee, all of that was agreed. Yeah, but he and his camp sensed that there would be interest from an Italian club. Yeah, and when that club came in, either Juve or Inter, obviously he's gone to them for less money. By the way. The personal terms he's agreed with are somewhat lower. So it wasn't really about the money. But obviously to come to England, he was going to be compensated more, innit?
Let me come in after Gunnar on this one.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. Let me just rattle through some of these.
Yeah, but obviously he wanted to give himself every opportunity for those guys to come in. Obviously, look, it's not ideal, but we knew what it was, and we should have been doing our due diligence to speak to other players and their representatives and find out what their numbers would be on a piece of paper to get it done in the same time, in the same way. This is how transfers actually work. You agree things in principle, and sometimes people are like, we want to go straight from the principle to the next stage. Sometimes others are like, well, all right, but at the same time, I'm in talks with this other club and this other club and this other club. So this agreement looks fine, but I just want to see what their agreements would look like, and then I'll get back to you. Yeah, do you get what I mean?
So these are one of the things that
negotiation.
I hear you.
101 stuff. Yeah, like
I hear you, Gunnar. But the way that he's gone to Juve for such less money, what that shows me, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Comment section, comment if you want. But what I'm saying that shows me is he never wanted to come to Arsenal. He was like, what? No, wait, hold on. But if the money is stupid, or more money talks, so I consider it. And for me, that kind of goes away from what Arteta's philosophy for players coming in. That's what it says to me.
No. So let me scrap that, right? Yeah. So first of all, the tax system in Italy is completely different. Yeah. The tax system here is much more onerous. Yeah. So you have to pay more to compensate, and then the living cost. The living wages, yeah, like the London living wages, yeah, London compared to
double what Juve gave
the same, yeah. So for him, he's like, to have the standard of life I want, I don't need the London money in Rome. Do you get what I mean? You don't need it. You don't.
Whoa. Listen, if you're getting a 10 million a year, what kind of standard of living? You're going to get a heck of a standard of living in London.
So here you get.
You're going to be chilling like a mofo. I mean, come on.
In England, you get like a 50% tax threshold. Yeah, for anything earned over 150 grand a year, right? Yeah. Whereas in Italy, I don't know the exact specifics, but trust me, their tax system is very lax compared to us. Like you get taxed far less, and also. You don't like the economy.
He never wanted to come to Arsenal, bro.
The economy there, the TV money, none of that is going to be the same there as it is here. Yeah. So,
but the thing is, though,
not as simple as saying, if we offered him more money, and even that couldn't turn his head. It's like it's not.
Listen. This is how it works, and this is how it. I mean, when you get an actual contract, yes, you have your basic wage. Yes, you have, but you get add-ons, you get endorsements, you get kit sponsors, you get you know, for your name being printed on the shirt. You want a cut of that from the club, and you can put that in the contract. X amount of shirt sales, any shirt sales with my name on it, I'm getting a percentage of. All of that stuff's intertwined to how much money is built up over your contract. And listen, globally, Arsenal, I don't know. I don't know which is bigger, whether it be Juventus or Arsenal stuff, but we know that Arsenal is literally a truly global brand. And the thing is, in terms of getting your name on the back of your shirt and getting a cut of that, you're going to get shed loads of money. And the basic wage, I get that with the tax system, but there's ways in which the actual weight, how much you actually take home is massaged and built up. Ask Lionel Messi how he's been dodging taxes anyway. But but listen, Teobo, how you doing, bro? Good evening. Hello, Arsenal. I take it.
It's Nigerian, huh?
Yeah, it's not about going for players. It's about actually put the money down. I think we did put the money down.
Put the money down, man. All these reports, we didn't put the money down. We didn't want to pay an agent fee. They're bollocks, mate. They're bollocks.
I mean, yeah, Soren is saying Arsenal doesn't want to pay the agent fees. That could be, and that could be one of the things that have maybe scuppered this. You never know because he's very close to his agent, and we have no idea.
Shit sources, I'm telling you.
I don't know, man. We don't really know exactly what goes on behind, in these talks.
One
can tell you right now, we were not cut out of this deal because we refused to pay an agent fee. We were cut out of this deal.
You have to accept that we ain't appealing no more.
To play in Italy, it is as simple as that.
This is what I think went down. Honestly, I don't know any. I'm not going by facts. I'm going on speculation from the different things I've been hearing for the last couple of weeks. I don't know facts in it. No one does, to be honest, except the player, the agent, the club, whatever. But I'm saying this is what happened. Fiorentina wanted to get him off the books because in January because they need the money. Arsenal are willing to pay the money, so that's how, and obviously we've got Torreira there, so there's a good layer of communication between both clubs. So the agent was like, it's gonna take something stupid for you in terms of like wages and bonuses or whatever for us to do it because we don't believe in your project yet because we don't know if you're gonna be in Champions League. Because if he stays in Fiorentina, they're on track to Champions League. I think if he goes to Juventus, they are definitely probably going to be in the Champions League after the late run. They'll probably make to the end of the season. So I believe that we offered the agent money, but it wasn't stupid enough for him to say, do you know what? Forget about Juventus, man. Let me just he finally thought, let me just protect my client, keep it in Italy. I know he's going to bang goals in Italy. UK is a chance, and if we go on the verge of in response to having big wages and big salary offered to him, there's going to be a ton more pressure on him than there would in Turin. So he ended up going there. I don't think he actually ever wanted to go to us, but his agent convinced him we might be able to get a ridiculous deal from these men, So just keep it up for a little bit. Don't say anything for now because you never know, they might offer a madness, and we didn't offer a madness, thank God. And he ended up going with the safe bit of Juventus. That's what I think happening. I don't know, but that's what I think happening.
Okay. You know what? Let's done the Vlahovic talk.
Forget Vlahovic. He's not. It's coming,
done.
Man.
He's not coming to us. It's done. We can all speculate. We can all say this could happen, that could have happened, whatever. We are the Arsenal, and at the end of the day, we're going to get players, and we have players that actually would bite your hand off to actually get to the club. So. We spoke briefly about DCL, James. Little wry smiles there coming up. I personally don't believe he's the guy to take us to another level when it comes to strikers. Here's what I'm going to do. And I think that there may be a few other people that may kind of...
yeah, I've been watching the comments.
James can have this segment, man.
But here you go. So these are the forwards that could be in the running for us.
Mm-hmm.
So in last place, nobody wants Luka. Well, 9% want Luka Jovic.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's Jonathan David, which I'm surprised about because I actually thought Jonathan David would be an absolute decent player with the system that we do play. Then it's Dominic Calvert-Lewin on 23%, and then Alex Isak. Now, Calvert-Lewin, sell him to us, James. Sell him to us.
Hey, bro,
why would he be a great addition for the Arsenal?
Why not? Like, first, he's Prem proven. Like, I want to preface this, right? If we can sign Isaac, I'm for signing Isaac ahead of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. However, I'm not for signing Isaac for his release clause. That's too much. Way too much. You were talking like double his fee. Nah, he has
70 mil and be done with
bro.
it.
It's 75. Nah, bro, because we did this with Pepe. Like, we're not in a position at the moment where we can just be doing this. Like, trust. We slapped 72 million on Pepe. How's that turned out? Like, we need to be conservative. If we can get Isaac, get him, but not for that price. And that same retrospect happens with Calvert-Lewin. If he's 60M, I don't want him. I don't think he's worth that. But for 50, I'll take him. Simply because, A, he's a really good age, 24. He's English. He's Prem proven. He bags goals. And he's doing it in a team that doesn't provide him with a lot of chances. And I don't agree with this, bro.
I just want to...
Such a poor comparison, man.
By the way, someone's put in this comment thread here what I want both. I want either Isaac and David, and I want David in the summer because bear in mind we're getting rid of Lacazette, Oba, and Nketiah. Like Lacazette and Nketiah's contracts are going to expire, and Oba he needs to get gone. So the way I see it, we need two strikers. We get one now. We make do with Lacazette and Nketiah till the end of the season, then we go for the other in the summer.
Mm-hmm. And this is why I'm for DCL, but only at the right price, right? Because he fits everything we're looking for. As I said, English, bags goals. He's only going to get better. He's 24, right? Up until this recent season, he's had hardly any injuries, so you know he's going to be consistent. He's going to be there. He fits what we're looking for. I'm telling you, Tini will get 10 assists if we sign Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Light skin
Danny Welbeck, he will feed off of Tini. Like, trust. Bro, I don't need to. I'm already sold on Dominic Calvert-Lewin. If you're not sold, don't be sold. But for
light skin Danny Welbeck, bro.
Nah, bro. Relax. He's better dressed. Huh?
Because can I build Isak's case now? Isak, yeah.
Sure,
please do. Listen, from this list, King. From the list, by all means.
Right. So from this list, I would get Isak right now, and then I would get David in the summer because he said that he doesn't want to leave until the summer anyway. The reason why I go for Isak is his overall play, not just like his link-up play, doesn't just involve being able to play with his back to goal and to be able to pass the ball. Isak's got a much better range of passing. Isak also is much better with the ball at his feet, actually progressively carrying it, like driving at people, dribbling. His technique in terms of his dribbling is ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Like the tricks he can do, his footwork. I'm not saying that tricks are important, but what I'm saying is Dominic Calvert-Lewin would need service in the box. Yeah. Whereas Isak, if you watch the way that Isak plays, he doesn't need to be in the box to be a threat. This guy can drift in and outside of the box. You know, this guy can score from outside the box as well. I just feel his approach play in and around and into the box is better than Calvert-Lewin's. Calvert-Lewin, is the sort of person that you get the ball to and he gets on the end of chances. You watch the way that Isak plays. Isak is the sort of guy that can create chances on his own. Like literally doesn't need service. In moments, I've seen him just score goals where he's just picked up the ball, jinxed a few people and smashed it in the bottom corner across the keeper. Like he does it a lot. If you watch his game, like his overall game is light years, and I mean light years above Calvert-Lewin's. And he's the same age. In fact, he's younger. He's 22. He's 2 years younger. So if you're talking about a good age, in terms of what you can get out of him, longevity-wise, for the extra 10, 20 million, it's worth it.
So I think what King's saying, like I'm in agreement with the two players that King picked in terms of David and Isak. I would love both of them because at the end of the day, we're losing Laka and Aubameyang, whether it's now or in summer. We're losing two quality strikers. But my only difference I would get David first and then Isak in the summer. The reason is because I believe Isak might benefit a lot more from having a pre-season with us because I believe the physicality of the Premier League might take him a little bit of time without a pre-season. And for some reason, I believe Jonathan David is more likely to hit the ground running. He's more like a Lacazette with goals, man.
But that's what we don't want. No,
Lacazette with goals.
No, no. Sorry, I didn't let you finish. Okay. Has he really got goals? So that's the thing. Will he really hit the ground running in the Premiership like that?
I think the way it concerns me about David, right, is David plays in a two-striker system. So he plays with Burak Yilmaz up front, Turkish international, veteran striker. So my concern, I guess, like when you're playing in a two-striker system outside of the Prem, and then you come to the Prem, which like has a much higher intensity level, much more physicality, played at a much faster speed, and then you're asked to go from being a striker in a system in with all of these conditions, but play up front on your own. That's almost like adjusting without the preseason. With Isak,
that's a tough ask, especially in the Prem. That's a tough ask.
Yeah, and like
if you ain't done it, to come in the Prem and to hit the ground running, is a big ask. To be fair, I saw Isak do it for Sweden in the summer, in last year's Euros.
I've seen Isak,
and I thought he was quality. To be fair, I'm not sure whether or not it is someone that we're going for, but I tell you what, I wouldn't be upset at all because he was my second choice. I mean, followed by Jonathan David. Listen, Sion Teobo has just given it. I mean,
is Sheon, by the way, not
say it again, sorry. Sheon.
Bro, it sounds like a car's going really fast.
Shell.
Bro, a car's going. Go.
I apologize.
We might let you call him Sean, but Shell.
I apologize. Yeah, I'll put my teeth back in soon enough. Can we really listen? There's no blame at the fault of the Kroenkes at this point in time, is it? I'm pretty sure they're stumping up the money. Can we? I mean, I don't think there's any blame right now on the Kroenkes. Anyone care to add?
The blame on the Kroenkes isn't in how they're handling the situation right now. The blame is not handling the situation as they are now 5 or 10 years before. Because if they had done that then, yeah, we wouldn't be in a situation where a player like Vlahovic, he has to even think. I was on a Twitter space earlier, yeah. I can't remember the guy's name, Man City fan. He supported them for ages, yeah. And he was saying, you know, he was laughing about how, you know, they used to come and take all our best players, yeah. Like, but the reality is, if that ambition had been shown then, it wouldn't happen, yeah. Like, so that's where my blame will always be with the Kroenkes, because they've let the club rot to this state where we can't attract these players. Wenger, in his pomp, with, you know, the invincible squad, to go to Fiorentina and get a player, the player would have been biting your arm off to come to us, like without even hearing about terms or anything, you know, like, and that's the unfortunate, that's where they get the blame. But in terms of what they're doing right now and how they're handling the situation, making the funds available, as they have done in the summer, I can't fault that. I just wish it had happened sooner.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. And I think right now, maybe they're trying to make up. Well, obviously, they as you said, they're trying to make up for things that have long gone in the past, which they've failed to do. Was it Huyon 81? I hate this transfer so much, being an Inter fan and support Arsenal in the EPL. Juve have this mafia transfer hold on the Italian league. Do you know what? The thing,
TikTok, everyone is ransom to them. Everyone.
Yeah, that's the thing, and it's pretty crazy. And as I say, like Fiorentina and Sassuolo always bend over for Juve, and it's crazy how those players all want, you know, from those clubs want to go to Juve. It's just nuts.
Is it crazy? It's not crazy at all, bro. They're the
biggest team in. Yeah, but like, Juve, they're being done for some kind of fraud at the moment.
They're being investigated.
Look, they'll at most they'll get a transfer ban, maybe some points deduction. You know, I don't think it will result in the relegation that happened last time. But that's probably why they're trying to get all their transfers done now as well, to get it agreed before it goes through, so that they have a situation like Chelsea did when they had a ban, but they had already agreed to take Kovacic, and they had already agreed
Pulisic as well.
Yeah, they had already agreed Pulisic. So I think, Juve would have given these players those assurances. But yeah, like, I mean, look, to be honest, Juve, AC Milan, and Inter, by far the 3 biggest clubs in Italy, and probably some of the biggest.
But the Italian league's not, Serie A's not that great anymore. It used to be great, but it's not now.
Wait,
I'll tell you what, though. Let me just say this one thing quickly, yeah? If you play for Juve, in the last 9 out of 10 years, you've won a league title, and that it guarantees you Champions League football year on year on year. It is a very safe bet, a very safe means to which you can assure that you're in the biggest shop window out there, which is the Champions League.
Fair dues.
I'll be honest with you, when it comes to Serie A, right? What are you saying about Serie A, Cannons? I've been a fan of Juve since Football Italia days. They're like my second team. I don't know. The first time I used to be able to watch regular weekend football was on Channel 4. So I don't know about you. I picked an Italian team, and it happened to be Juve. I love their players from day.
I was Milan, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm AC Milan until I die, man. That was a red and black stripes, bro. When I saw George Weah playing in them, that was it.
But don't get me wrong, the AC Milan did everything to get me, but I just loved players like Roberto Baggio. I loved Del Piero for ages. Ravanelli, I loved his white hair. I couldn't understand how someone in his 20s had white hair. It was so bizarre to me. They had so many great players, and they're the old lady of Italian football. They are the mafia. And now I watch Italian football regularly, so it is on the up again. The fact that a team were able to beat Juve to the title last season was massive in Italy. Like after you said 9 years in a row.
That's what I say, man. It's come like the Scottish League. You could go Rangers and guarantee yourself Champions League football.
But if you look at the league now, the way Juventus are kind of struggling, AC Milan are now back in the Champions League again. Like Italian clubs are doing better, getting further again in Europe. I'm not saying they're winning, but they're getting further. Like it is on the up, and especially with Ronaldo going to the league, it massively raised the profile of the league as well. Like so many sponsorship deals were made during that period as well. So when you're comfortable in Italy, Juventus is the next step up. So. I get it. Guaranteed Champions League football and major trophies.
Fair dues. At this point, I want to welcome our man Gumza. What's happening, Brian?
Sorry I'm late, people. But I heard some wild comments. I said, nah, I got to jump in, man. These men are getting me mad in the comment section, boy. So
here's another one to make you a little bit mad from Sean.
You know what? Do you remember I said months ago we'll probably sign Wiltshire?
Tell me who he supports right now. Who does he
support? It's Arsenal, right?
No, it must be Arsenal, brother.
No. You've been trolling us too much, man. This guy can't be no Arsenal fan, man. I swear, man.
Sharon, I'm trying to back your corner, but on comments like Wilshere is not going to get you any friends on this panel, bro.
And just obviously, listen, I wouldn't mind any of these midfielders. No way Bruno chooses Newcastle, and Arthur Melo is a shit. No, I don't agree. Arthur Melo is decent. I'm not having that. That's Ceballos is okay, but Melo
we don't talk about that guy's name on the channel.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Disrespect.
Oh my god. So come on then. So Gumza, welcome.
What's good?
It's good to have you on. It's good to have you on. We were missing your nuggets of wisdom. So come on, explain to us. I mean, we've gone through the whole Vlahovic thing. It's same old Arsenal at the moment in terms of what we're doing or what we haven't done. Are we? As each day passes by, I'm getting less and less. No, I should say I'm getting more and more concerned with what actually is going on and what is going to happen with us. So, can you tell us or give us any kind of insight as to what is going on behind the marble halls, so to speak? What's going on, man? What are we doing? Is there anything in the pipeline? And
to be honest, I feel it's just obviously Vlahovic was the main man. Like, there's no doubt about it. He was the one who they wanted. Do you know what I mean? And they was ready to throw whatever money they could at getting him. I agree with King. I think we have other targets. It's definitely a case of you communicate with all of these guys, and again, you can look at the Partey situation. So we were linked with Partey early in the window. Didn't really go back for him. Was then chasing Auer for weeks. Now, there's no way you get that deal done in a day. Yes, we could pay the transfer fee, but Partey's contract, you don't know how hard that would have been done. So that was agreed with Partey weeks ago, but we just didn't press the button, as say. So I feel we've had talks with Isaac. I feel we've had talks with Calvert-Lewin. I feel there's probably 4 or 5 targets we know we can go for. Again, it's now whether the teams are going to sell in this window. So someone like Jonathan David might cost you 40 mil in the summer, but Lille might be saying to get him in January is 55, 60. So we probably know this information already and think, well, rather than spending an extra 15 mil on him this window, we could come back in the summer. So Luka Jovic on a loan would make more sense to get us through, and then we come back for him. And I think you see the same with Gamirez. I think we was looking at a loan deal to then go back for either Tielemans or Gamirez. This Newcastle bid may now push him into action.
Can I just right there quickly? Wait, hang on. Sorry. A few people were saying in this chat that Romano has apparently broken that they're close to agreeing personal terms with Gamirez.
In Newcastle?
Newcastle.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. And that again, but this also would link in with the Tillemans.
$95K a week, they're saying.
How much?
I think
$95K a week.
That's peanuts. That's quite decent. They get that. But I think this can go hand in hand with the Tillemans. Again, it's the same as the Buendia, Maddison, Odegaard thing. Like, Buendia was the one we all thought we was going to go for first. We put a bid in. Obviously, it went up because Villas then put an extra $5 million on top. Arsenal then pulled back. And I feel we probably know Tillemans and Neves might be available for less or for similar price, and they might be our number one targets. I'm not saying we wasn't interested in Gamirez, but I just feel, yeah, I think there's a bigger play maybe in the summer where they're thinking, do we spank the 40 now? Or do you know what I mean? Is there another target we go for to get us through and then we get who we want in the summer? So we all know I like Gamirez. I also like Tillemans. I also like Neves. For me, either one of them three, I'm not going to be too mad about, unless obviously we spent mad money on Neves. Let's say we spent 50 million, we could have got Gamirez for 30. That would then wind me up. But yeah, I think everyone needs to just take a bit of time. I get it's frustrating as hell. I'm frustrated because I feel there was 2 games in there we should have won, and if we had the players in place, we would have won them games.
That's the frustrating thing, and I think with a lot of Arsenal supporters, that's the problem, because we're killing ourselves right now in a sense that, do you know what? Get them in early, get them integrated with the club and the team and that stuff, and start so you're still picking up points.
It's not. I don't think it's just Arsenal though. I think this window's been relatively slow. Like Martial's been everyone. There's no secret. Martial wanted out from the start, and he's only just gone today. Lingard is still in the limbs. So, I mean, Newcastle have got mad money and have only brought in Chris Wood. So even they who will pay over the odds, and they're fighting relegation, so they're in a lot worse position than we are.
With Chris Wood, it was a case of a minimum fee release clause.
Fee release, yeah. So once they put it up, there was, there's nothing new Burnley could do. But I also do agree with James about not paying over the odds at the moment. For me, it's about not the spunk in it. So Isaac, I do like the player, but if we're talking 90 mil, nah. Calvert-Lewin again, I like the player. If we're talking 60, nah. Like I would rather us get a loan deal to the end of the season and then shop around and get the player we really want for the right price. Because if we you look at the Pepe situation and then you look in hindsight and think, oh, we should have got Saha. So that's where I'm at with it all. Like, I want to see signings.
I think very, very, very passionate plea there, and very kind of like, you know what I mean, level-headed. I want to ask you, Niger, any top quality African players available on the cheap who are shining during AFCON? Come on, man. There must be a forward. There must be a forward who's available.
SKTV saying it in there right now, bruv. Look, if you look further down, Abubakar's on 6 goals, bruv. Only 2 of them are penalties.
But you tell me who, because you've been closer to this.
Honestly, like in terms of the positions that we need, there isn't the talent. I'd like if we were going in for a winger, I like Soleimana for Ghana. He's a very good winger as well. But in terms of
we needed a keeper as well, Kamara from Sierra Leone.
Yeah, of course. And even the Comoros left back that played in goal yesterday, bro. He had a blinder of a game, bro.
You see him play behind his back.
Yeah.
Who's the guy who scored that free kick? Because we could do with someone who can hit a free kick.
Bro, but the rest of his gameplay is not quite suited to the team. What a free kick, though. What a freaking free kick.
What a free kick.
Definitely goal of the tournament.
They have better refs. That's what I'm saying. You have better refs. You have better refs.
Do you know, like, if the only way this Guimaraes going
Elite
to
Raider, how you doing, Elite Raider?
Guimaraes going to Newcastle. The only way I can be okay with that is if we get Wijnaldum on a loan now, and we get Kessie on a free in summer. That's the only thing that'll make me okay with letting Bruno go. Anything other than that, if I hear Arta and then we let Bruno go, I'm not hearing any of that, bro.
Nah, bro. I feel like I don't know if I should be annoyed or not, because all reports are losing our number one striking option, and then a guy on a no-brainer who is a massive upgrade on the guy I can't say because Nigel will hate me if I mention his name.
You're number 34,
right? He is just head and shoulders above that player who shall not be named. And he's got 5 assists this season from where number 34 plays. Like, he's so good. 33M as well. Like, if we're being honest, right, and if we are being practical, get Jovic on loan, get Bruno Guimaraes for 33 million, get Tyler Adams 32 million from Leipzig, and job done. That's all we need to do. But we don't have a brain.
I'm gonna get through a couple more comments. It's just went off the chain in this one, and then we're gonna pretty much kind of wrap up. Big dogs, yeah, I know. Not now, Canners. Kroenkes always take a percentage of blame for getting us here. Yeah, it's true. I think. Listen, for the years where they did nothing, that's been a problem, and I guess this is now what we're firefighting now, basically. RJ, Juve are a big club. Behave yourself. Yeah. Listen, I'm not disrespecting Juve.
So just 1 second, Canners. On that Juve talk about players going to Juve from Italy, it's the same as Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich. Like, they're fierce rivals, and Dortmund, Munich just take the best players from that league. Like, they just take all the best talent, and teams in England bid for them players, and they still go to Bayern. So it's the same as Juve. Like, teams from abroad can bid for them.
That was one of the things that really concerned me, is like when, what's his name? For frick's sake.
Locatelli, Vlahovic.
No, the winger we had, young one.
Gnabry. Serge Gnabry.
Yeah, Gnabry. Because he was German, I think that was always his plan, was to get back to Munich, to Bayern Munich. Because
same with Fabregas.
Yeah. And yeah, to Barcelona, etc. So yeah, I mean, I get it. If you ain't come through the ranks here, or you ain't English or whatever, then there's always going to be an issue like that. Serie A is coming back. More attacking football is being played this season.
Tell them.
Yeah. Do we agree with this, big dogs? Canners, Juve are bigger than us. I understand why certain players got here.
They are definitely
like 3 Champions Leagues in their history.
History shit. Yeah. Legends like Marcello Lippi.
Listen,
let's not embarrass ourselves by having this conversation.
Yeah, it's true. No, it's true. Obviously. Hey, is this from TikTok? Gunner.
My mate is commercial.
So you're breaking up there.
Just commercially.
Big Dogs is challenging you here.
I was saying,
that's my guy. Still. Big Dogs is my guy, man. He talks sense. Nah, he's not working.
After he said that about Sir. Okay, I didn't finish his name. Thank God.
It's just an involuntary reaction, and you couldn't say the whole name. Your body wouldn't allow it. And then at Big Dogs, behave yourself. It looks like someone else agrees with you, Niger. Listen, guys, I just want to. Man, there's so much stuff going on with everything changing now, because we are now coming to the business end of this whole transfer deadline. It's coming up in a few days. General consensus, and I'm going to come to yourself first, James. Right now, knowing obviously Vlahovic is gone, what now would constitute a successful transfer window for you in terms of what we need and what to continue that push for top 4?
Bruno Guimaraes and Luka Jovic. That's what's a successful window. Yeah, Bruno Guimaraes and Luka Jovic. That's who for me, we can't let Bruno G go to Newcastle. Like,
what? Not DCL, no, James.
Nah, bro. DCL at 60M in January. Nah, 50M in summer is more like it.
But what if they did it? What if they did it? They did the 40 mil for Bruno and spent. That's 100 mil. They're not spending 100 mil.
Nah, man. Again, it all comes down to reasonability, right?
Why wouldn't they spend 100 mil?
King, that's 250. That's 250 mil in one season. Arsenal are not doing that.
Yeah. No, because they said at the beginning of the season they were going to spend 250 mil. That's what I remember. You saw all those rumors going around, man.
Nah,
they said they were going to do that.
There was rumors, yeah, but they
War
never
chest,
once
bro.
came out and said that war chest. There was rumors, I agree, but I
I'm just
personally can't
saying,
see Arsenal paying 250 mil in one season. 100 M in January. We're never doing that, bro. Come on.
That's from a non-Champions League club. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and we're out of every competition, bro. Come on,
in like the last 3 years to get back there, whereby like money becomes. You get a lot of money back for that, man. Prize money, TV money.
We scrimped and saved so many years in a row as well. We scrimped and saved for so many years, like, and again, you look at the amount of wages we got off the wage bill. That does add up. Like, if you're talking, like, what was it? How much did they say Vlahovic was going to get? 250 or something. That equates to 10 mil. You think Ozil, then that's like 15 mil that we saved on him alone, not alone everyone else. So all that then comes back around, doesn't it? So yeah, 250. I don't think we'll spend 250. It's not ever get twisted. But I do think there's obviously 80 mil, 60 mil there to spend. Whether we do it or not, it's two different things. And I don't think we're going to do it this window. For me, I think it would be too low.
Would it surprise you, though, any of you? Would it surprise any of you that we don't get anyone in?
No, I think we get in.
No, forget that.
It won't surprise me.
Right now, what you're saying is dangerously triggering me. Yeah, like if I hear that this window closes,
but it can happen.
No one, and we sign no one. Listen, I might just take up golf.
No,
I'm not. NBA loading, bro.
One thing I will say though, I feel it might be 2 loans, and I wouldn't be mad at it if, like Nigel said, you then go and get your Frank Kess, because there's so many. Like, I think even looking at the Gamira's thing, there's so many players going on a free transfer. Like, you're thinking, if just say we got next year, our budget is 80 million. Say, if you now put 40 million on Gamira's, you not only can buy a striker for 40 million unless you sell. So just say in hindsight, we don't sell anybody. We just got 80 mil. You spent 40 on Gamira's this window, and then you got 40 million in your striker. Whereas you might say, actually, we might be able to get a Frank Kessie on a free, or Sakaria? You know, the one from you might be able to get him on a free. There's so many on a free. You might think, actually, rather than half in this 80 mil to 240s on 2 players who are good players, let me make do with 2 loan signings this window. I then pick up 2 free transfers in the summer, and then I spend 80 on that striker, whoever it is Arteta wants. So that might then be Isaac if we have to pay the release clause or whatever it is. So I think this is where we are. I think it's very much counterbalancing where best to put the money rather than spunking the 40. Because again, not saying Gamira's isn't a good player, and 33 million English is a very good price for him. But if you can get Frank Kessie in a free, the drop off in quality is not major. And now you've still got 33 million in your budget to spend elsewhere, which might need strengthening. So that's what I mean. I think it could be 2 loan signings. It could be Jovic and Arthur Melo. And I'm not mad at that, to be fair, if we then do something special in the summer. If we do that this year and we don't go and get a Tillemans or a Frank Kessie in the summer, then I'll be like, well, we should have just spent it when we had the chance to get top 4. So, yeah, I think it's time will tell.
I mean, this comment here from DWTT, 100 million now versus over 100 million in summer. 100 million now will get us a strong starting 11, right? And I agree with that.
And that could get you top 4. That could get you to the top 4 rather than top 5.
4, as opposed to coming 5th. That's a huge thing in the grand scheme of things of what actually we can get going forward. Do you know what I'd really love to stick 2 fingers at Vlahovic? We get Champions League football and Juve don't. I would.
On the flip side, we could end up with a Morata. Like, again, this is what I'm saying. I'd rather not panic and just spend money for the sake of it, because in Arsenal,
they did their due diligence on Vlahovic. Vlahovic ticks every box in the criteria.
I'm talking about Arsenal. Arsenal panicking will be going and getting Morata.
Oh God, yeah.
Or Memphis. Do you know what I mean? And I'd much rather actually just be patient. If it's going to frustrate me if we don't get top 40, we're in a good position. But if then the summer we go and get it right again, and all I can go off is what they did last summer, they got it right with what we signed. Yes, it took a bit of time. Why didn't we get Ramsdale before the season started? Why didn't we get who else? We got a late Tomiyasu. yes, we should have done it earlier, but we got there in the end. So, like, for me, it's about not panicking and just believing in your plan a bit, because what I don't want to see is us just doing a crazy one, getting like your Lucas Perez or one of them guys who you're spending money on, wasting money, and then you end up can't get the target you want in the summer, and this guy offers nothing long term. So, yeah, for me, Jovic and Arthur Melo, I wouldn't be too mad at it, if I'm honest.
No. Hearing that. That's all good.
I've responded to this comment here, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna come to that, and I was gonna ask you. So Big Dogs, Gunner King, that 250M this season was PR spin. Please don't tell me you think we'd spend that. The only way we'd spend that is if the Kroenkes are being held hostage by Gooners.
They are being held hostage.
I think so.
I'm not even saying this as a joke, yeah? So look how many interested parties there were in buying the club last season. The Qatari group, the Daniel Ek from Spotify. In addition to not qualifying for Europe in the first 25 years, in addition to the Super League and all of the kickback that was caused from that, in addition to Spurs finishing above us again for another season, in addition to West Ham joining that party, in addition to Chelsea winning the Champions League at the end of the season. You're telling me all of these things can happen, yeah, and that not put an extra amount of pressure on the owners? Because now it's a case of, right, now look how far behind we're falling in the league standing, yeah? Now, last season where we were as a London club, we were like third, fourth best. Yeah,
no, our owners don't care about all them things you listed. They're focused on the Super Bowl this weekend, bro. They don't care about any of that, bro. And getting ready for the Super Bowl.
They're getting ready for Dr. Dre and it. And who else is it? Dr. Dre and who else is?
Yeah. What I'm saying, is because these people actually made bids for the club and they've rejected the bids, so now the fans are like, if you're not shitting, you've got to get off the pot, because all of this has happened. We're tired. We're done. We're tired. We're done. Yeah. These men are here looking to buy the club and actually spend money on it and actually invest in it. Yeah. So I don't see why 250 million is a stretch for a guy, whose personal wealth is estimated at 10 billion. His wife's is the same. Yeah. Yes. And the money that Arsenal generates in its own right as a football club, 250 is a drop in the fucking ocean to all of these entities, all three of them. The football club, his wife, and him. 250 million is literally loose change under the mattress.
It's £2.50 to the minute.
One thing I will say as well, just to touch on what Gunner's saying, also, you never know what the ambition is of the club. So it might be a 3-year plan. So it might be you've got 500 mil over 3 years. Now Arteta could come and say, listen, give me 100 mil of that now, and I'll get 100 mil less later on down the line. So those conversations could also be in place where he's saying, right, you've only got another 250 left. If you spend another 100 now, you've got to make it run. But Arteta saying that I need the improvements this window, I'll then sacrifice next window. So again, we very much look at one window at a time, whereas these guys might be looking 2-3 windows. And also, I think we were sneaking fourth place for so long. It looked like the squad was capable. It was Arsene Wenger's fault why we weren't getting top 4. Then we brought in Unai Emery. We got close again. And then it was Unai Emery's fault we're not getting top 4. And now Arteta's come in and it's the same story. So actually, it's a case of, these players aren't good enough, and actually we need to invest in this squad. I think years gone by, it was very much, we need one player to get us over the team. And I think now everyone's aware fully it's the players need change, and doesn't matter what manager you put in place. Like Wenger, one of the best ever do it in the Prem. Emery, good pedigree. And we've seen what he's done again with the UEFA Cup.
Shout out Roger Powell here, one of my followers. Like, this is a point worth remembering. Kroenke has laid down 1.5 billion of his own money on the LA Rams and 5.5 billion on building their stadium. What, 250 M's is a lot of money.
Arsenal, yes, Gunnar. These are American teams. He doesn't care about us, right? We are a cash cow. How many years is he going to keep proving this to you? We are a cash cow. From the fact that he loans us money. That 150M, he loaned it to us, and he's going to take it back with interest, bro.
No.
What kind of manager does that? But that's what he's been doing in the past, though.
Whoa.
He might not have done that with that, but that's what he's been doing.
Whoa, Nigerian.
Go on.
So Chelsea Football Club,
I don't want to talk about Chelsea.
No. Listen, right? Chelsea Football Club owe Roman Abramovich 1.5 billion, So what they do, all owners do this. Yeah, all owners do this. All over the world, every single club, every owner does this. Yeah. So if you want to buy a player, you want to make an expenditure. Yeah. Rather than get the loan from the bank where the interest rate is higher, they will go to the owner and say, look, we need this cash injection now. Yeah. And you're going to inject it, or they'll take the loan from the bank. Yeah. Then the owner will pay it back because the owner's rate of interest is lower than the entity that will be loaning them the money. So this is standard business practice. This isn't him like lending us the money because he wants to use us as some kind of like he's a loan shark. No, he's actually that way. What he's doing is he's protecting the rate of interest that the club would pay on the borrowing or the leveraging of that money. You understand?
Do other owners put their own money into their club?
Well, yeah, they do.
There's ours.
Well, it's all up for debate, isn't it?
Bro. He doesn't care. If he cared, then we wouldn't be where we are right now.
I'm not saying he cares. I'm not saying he cares. To be clear, what I'm saying though is what you're saying about a narrative of, oh yeah, he's lending the club money because he wants to take the money out. No, what he's actually doing is he's making it easier for the club to service that debt.
Bro,
do you see what I mean? And this is very common.
Point of my comment.
All clubs do this.
The bigger part of my comment is the guy does not care in it. If you want to nitpick on the little details about loan, then you can. But the bigger thing is he doesn't care enough to inject that sort of money, bro. That's the problem. Until we have an owner that cares, we just got to keep up with what we're doing. That's why I'm never going to be shouting Kroenke out, because you saw this summer that he really doesn't care about, or Kroenke out, these bid from Daniel Ek, from this consortium and that. He doesn't care, bro. Because he's 100% owner of Arsenal. He doesn't have to release any financials because he owns everything. He doesn't care. He just uses us for cash, bro. And you can see that by the investment he's done in his American club. Yeah. Until he gives that same investment to us, I can't think any other way. That's the annoying thing. I wish I wasn't thinking this way. I wish he does something crazy out of the ordinary this January and make me think, raw, this guy actually cares about us, you know? I want that to happen, Gunnar. I want it, but I haven't.
Guys, I'm gonna listen. All those in the comment section, bless, man. I have to say it's been popping off this evening. Absolutely. Shun, why is Arsenal talking about a new contract for Arteta? I guess that'll be for another show. You know, to especially come May. Because I tell you what, if that contract's signed before May, boy, there's going to be war, I believe, in my opinion, anyway. We need to find out what happens in May and then see whether or not he deserves a new contract. Guys, in the comments and everybody watching, please like, share, subscribe. Tell your friend to tell your friend to tell your friend to come and watch the Armoury TV. Listen, James, Gunnar King, Niger. Well, look at this one, man. Gunnar King, man, you got your following there, man. They're gonna. You switched out. Hey, put that one back on.
I'll speak that. People need to remember.
Man, it wrong. Even when he is. Love that. Listen, on the real though, right? It's like. Everyone, no one's right. At the end of the day, it's all about opinions. We don't know exactly what goes on inside the closed doors of Highbury, the Emirates. What goes on in terms of transfer deals? What goes inside of the head of Arteta? We try and tell him who to play. Don't get us wrong, but listen. 6 days, man. It's going to be huge. We'll try and do a deadline day special for y'all. And follow what's going on, because I think it's going to be a busy one for us. Things are starting to heat up now.
FTB are doing a deadline day rundown, right?
Yeah. So we can be involved in that. But the Armoury TV will probably do our own one just for the Arsenal as well. In terms of for the last few hours, if anything's kind of happening and going on. If hopefully that them kind of are sharpened runnings there, those ones there where they take right to the deadline, right to the wire. Guys, I want to say a massive big up to you, Gunnar King, James, Niger, Gums with his little cameo performance as well. It's the guys in the comments, man, and those watching, absolutely tremendous. So I'll give you guys a round of applause, man. You guys have kept that one going, but I'm so sorry I didn't get to go through every single one. But this show would be nothing without your guys' inputs. Same old Arsenal, is it? Oh yeah, that one there. Little private joke, but we'll keep that one, with us. But guys, I want to thank you again. It's GunSlingerz, Armoury TV. We're out. Bless people.